Hello everyone and welcome to this video. So this is match number 2 of Leela Chess. She's playing versus Grandmaster Adam Tukhaev from the Ukraine in the last World Rapid Championship of 2018. This GM beat Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen lost on time. A very unfortunate loss by him, but he beat Magnus Carlsen, so that is something to take into account. And let's see how this goes. Leela is playing some weird chess. Why is rook h7? He's covering the pawn. Probably that was the only way to cover the pawn. By the way, in the starting position, the GM is 2 pieces up. So that is a huge material advantage for him. And the time control is 3+2, as you can see. Or maybe you can't because of my overlay, but the time control is 3+2. They are going to play some games with the 3+2 time control, 1+1 and 1+0. So this is going to be fun. 2 pieces up for the EM. How much advantage do you need to beat Leela Chess? You're going to find out. Last time versus Daniel Naroditsky, the only odds that Leela gave was a piece and 2 pawns. Some games with a piece and some games with 2 pawns. This time is quite a bit of material odds. So I'm pretty confident now for this GM Adam to beat Leela this time. As you can see, Leela is already down everything. Yeah. There are some. What is the threat here? I don't see it. Knight f5 and knight e7. Knight f5 check with the queen and then knight e7 mate. Is the threat, I think. She can go here. She'll go there. And now how do you mate her? I don't see it. I don't see a mate yet, but it is pretty close to be mate. Knight h5, knight c6. Okay, that wins the queen. Should be enough. I was trying to find a mate, but couldn't see the mate. Rook takes king c7. And then where is the mate? I still don't see it. Knight 7, or do you just take the queen? Knight takes the 8 check. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, okay, rook takes the 8. And now b6. Queen a7. Okay, that was the mate. I didn't see it. So we are not getting a new game, boys. Let's see if we can get a new game here. I'm going to refresh. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to fix this. Okay. I don't see they are playing more games. Okay, new one. And now it is only one piece advantage for the GM Tukhaev. So this is going to be very interesting because last time, as we could see in the match between Daniel and Leela, with the piece odds, she put such a strong resistance and she even managed to win games, being a piece down from the beginning. So we get some kind of close Sicilian. Bishop g7, the knight comes to f6. There are rook b8, b5, b4 ideas. I have played this line with black, sometimes even with reverse colors, the English opening. I have played this line. I think you should probably play h5, not allow any h5 shenanigans. That weakens g5, but you can live with that probably. Okay, h6. Yeah, you have to react this in some way. He wants to meet h5 with g5 and keep it closed over here. Typically the way, yeah, to open the position once black or one side decides to go for this approach is f4. And the position opens up. Leela obviously wants to open up the position as she is very strong calculating. As any engine is. And the GM takes. I guess bishop takes. I don't think you want to take. Oh, she takes with a pawn. I thought bishop takes to develop. Okay. She wants to have the half up or the full open g file rather, not half. It is fully open. And now what to do? Maybe knight e7. Do you continue just normally developing or do you bring the queen out of here? Okay, it's knight e7. And now you don't really want to castle short because this queen is hitting pretty soon. I think he's aiming for this kind of development. And also Leela. Leela wants to go long castles as well. So I think now this is hanging. I don't see too many discoveries though. Yeah, just bishop c7 and then queen c7 and then long castles. I will say it's pretty logical. Or maybe you go queen a5. Queen a5. Yeah, queen a5 to whenever he takes, she takes, this knight will be hanging and then a2, so that is why king b1 is played. To have the option open to take on d4 one day. And now long castles looks pretty logical to me. Rook g8, okay, prophylaxis, defending the g7 bishop. And now long castles, definitely. You definitely castle long here. Or not. Maybe not. He's deciding against it. That's weird. Ah, the M wants to midnight takes with queen takes, maybe? That was nice sun check, maybe. After queen takes with 2. Like, okay, no castles now. Yeah, you need to castle long. You cannot stay with the king on e8. That would be really bad. The Leela wants to probably come here and harass the knight a little bit, so I will not be surprised to see bishop f6. Yeah, securing this square. And now, what do we get? Bishop f3. Interesting move. I think. Oh, what is this move? Maybe just repositioning the bishop. And of course, the GM, as he's already a knight up, he's welcoming some exchanges. Logical. That is with a knight. And there is pressure. This queen has to stay guarding the c3 pawn due to this pressure, but after bishop e2 maybe d4 was a threat. Maybe the GM just gets away of any d4 shenanigans. And now there is this pawn is kind of pinned. Okay, covering against that, not allowing this capture. Leela putting pressure here, maybe b6. b6 is not such a bad move to play now. Used to support the c5 point very nicely and also negate the pressure against this diagonal, particularly the pawn on a7. a6 also could be an idea. Okay, bishop c6, just trying to make d4 more difficult for Leela. I think this kind of ideas are not that bad. Yeah, queen d8 and queen g8 may be coming. Trying to exchange the queens. You can just take, right? Why can't you just take? Yeah, don't see it. Now bishop takes. Yeah, it's take. I mean, this falls, but okay. She decides to take here and not there. Knight f5, attacking the bishop. Bishop g5, hitting the queen. Queen g8. Yeah, that was the idea. Now this is pinned. f6 is threatened. Whoa. Ah, e5 is hanging. Queen takes, but the EM will go for it, I think. Yeah, because this simplifies the position even more. Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay, so now there are some checks here. So the EM decides to just stock the king in the middle, but here it cannot be checked by the queen. There is no way, as far as I can tell, to check the king there. Now there is this one, but doesn't do all that much. Okay, just king f8, yeah, and he's going to put his king on g7 to secure it very nicely. King g7 now, I think, looks logical. Why not? Okay, queen d2. Bishop here. Yeah, takes, queen takes, and secures this guy with check also. c4. Okay, queen c6. Looks pretty normal. Okay, queen takes now, but then there is queen takes, so probably not. No, the GM is doing a very nice job here in converting the piece odds position. Okay, maybe the check I thought, but he decided not to give it. Now the check or not? Okay, king g8. Trying to stop this pawn with the king, devoting his king to stop this pawn and let the queen be free to attack the white king. Check here. Okay, she decides to take. Still pretty sharp. The knight and queen combination are very effective usually in an attack against any king. Queen c2 check. King a1 and now queen c1. Oh, no. But then king a2 and what is your next move? Yeah, it's not so easy. Ah, he wants to trade queens on e8. On f1, I mean. Maybe he wants to trade queens on f1. That is one way to trade queens. Okay, he decides not to do it. This check, king h7. Now he can trade queens here. Okay, Leela doesn't allow it. That is a good way to proceed. Knight on g7 will be a nice defender. Maybe. But how do you make progress against this king? Is the thing, yeah. Like here. Now this check is looming. Also this queen trade, king h6. Really tricky. Check here, probably. Okay, not there. Queen. Knight on g6. Queen f5. Okay, you trade. You don't want to, or do you allow that structural change? This endgame with 4 seconds on the clock is just extremely difficult to play this game, but this is also hanging. Oh, this is going to be a draw. Wow. How strong is Leela? Yeah, it is taken. If your king reaches a8, it is a draw. There is no way for Leela to. Ooh, can she win? No. Because king e7 is met by king here, and you just stay. You don't allow the king to get out. Now, all that he has to do is move the king here, here, and back. And that is just an absolute draw. No way to make progress. So far, we have 1.5 against 0.5 points at the moment. This match, the lifetime score is 1.5 to 2.5. We're not getting another game. Yeah, the one thing that I think is important to mention in this endgame is the black king was too far away from the queen side where all the pawns were, so that is why Leela can afford to exchange the queens, and as the remaining pieces and knight, is very difficult for the knight to attack the pawns Leela has or keep his own pawns defended, the pawns of the GM. Very difficult for the knight to keep them defended. If it was maybe a bishop, I would think that the GM has very nice chances to defend. If it was, for example, like a dark square bishop and you just put it on this diagonal and there is no way to make progress, you just put it, for example, here and bring your king towards the queen side and hunt the pawns down. That will be a win for him. But the knight struggles really badly to keep the defense of the pawns. So now it's just the pawns odds. Interesting. D and C are removed. This is hanging out. Probably is knight c6. Normal move. You cannot go d4. I was going to suggest d4, but this is one of the advantages black has much more control over d4 because there is no d pawn at the moment. Bishop c4, yeah. d3, castle short, knight c3, knight is probably castle. Why not? Okay, c3. Yeah, also makes sense to make use immediately of your extra central pawns that you have, expanding like this maybe. Okay, he decides to use play very solidly and defend the e4 pawn. That's not a bad strategy. Bishop e3 takes, and now castles, definitely, or not. Castles looks normal. Ooh, that's a fork, which can be defended by queen e2, covering both, or queen d2 or queen c2. Which one do you go for? Which is the best? d2 obstructs the knight, so maybe that is discarded. Oh, from c2 you cannot defend. What am I talking about? Just d2 and e2. I would have gone to e2 because the d2 square belongs for the knight. Now this is a threat with the pin. That is why you go to e2. I think this was a mistake. I might be wrong, but I would have gone to e2. That looks more natural. Although you can never play knight e2 because this will always be hanging. So that is why the GM goes queen c1. And Leela is forcing now knight takes, pawn takes, and knight takes e4 is a serious threat. So knight e3 in order to be ready to recapture with the knight and have this cover. But there was knight takes. But after knight takes, you are on the queen, so there is no time for take on d3. I was going to say that knight takes, and then rook takes, but your queen is hanging first. Okay, now it takes, and she will take here, and this is hanging, right? Hanging and hanging. But this is also hanging, so that is the GM idea for this one. But this is the 2 pawns that the GM is up, you know? This is already starting to look like a pretty good compensation for Leela, because these are the 2 extra pawns that the GM has. They don't look very impressive, and he has to play this very passive move after the knight moves. This is dropping. Oh, this looks really bad. It's already looking pretty bad. Maybe rook e1 is coming or something. Or rook b1. Put it here and here. Okay, e6. Trying to put the bishop there. Also, the 9 is square to the knight. Oh, it's already covered. The rook f4, you tend to double and target f7. Oh, now this is hanging. So cover that. Bishop e7, developing. The knight in d6 is very nice placed. It covers f7, it secures the b5 square, and it controls a huge amount of squares. This is a super knight. If you compare it to the knight on e5, this knight cannot go to c5, cannot go to e5. f4 is, there is a rook there at the moment, and b4 doesn't make any sense. So this knight is very nice. It's probably black's strongest minor piece. And I think doubling on the e-file is coming. Knight f2. I didn't understand this. Yeah, doubling on the e-file is coming. It's firing up against this guy. Knight f5. Looking for a swap. Take. Yeah, I probably have to take. But the EM is already down to 16 seconds, boys. This is not good. No, this is just waiting for Leela due to the time situation, not so much the position. Position is more or less equal. If you are take, you have to take the c pawn because there is a pin. And now this is going to be very awkward to defend. To always keep an eye on the e2 pawn. Or queen c2, maybe attack from behind. Keep pressure here, although at the moment is covered. Okay, doesn't want. First she secures a price pawn of queen c2. Makes a lot of sense. Why not? Queen c3. Interesting. Bishop e4. Oh, he blundered that. Forks. Forks. So this is the first point for Leela. Now she has now the match is evenly points wise, 1.5 to 1.5. This is the lifetime score that they have played, but now this current match, as you can see right here, pointed out by Liches, or maybe you cannot see it due to my overlay. Yeah, I think you cannot see it actually. And you might be making fun of me because you can see the score. You can let me really quickly check if you can see it or not. No, you're not able to see it. So sorry about that. I really thought that you will be able to see it, but you can't because of my overlay. Oh man, that was rough. So do we get another game or not? Yes, another 3 plus 2 with 2 pawns advantage for the EM Tukhaev. Tukhaev. So now what is he going to do? Is he going to play e5 again? e5 is very principal. Okay, the size was e6 and d5. Some kind of caro kind. Now Leela controls the d5 square very nicely. Do you remember when there was this same odds that once this c-file, this d-file rather, is opened up, there is more control over the d5 square. That's not bad. So, what to do now? Knight a6. That's a pretty awkward looking move. I think c6 was already a mistake by the GM, to be honest. Because after knight c3, if you cannot play d5, c6 makes zero sense. And this pawn, in combination with this guy right here, is going to be really weak. e5. Pawn takes, queen takes, king takes, knight takes, threatening knight f7, and attacking the c6 pawn. Leela already will agree to the queen trade. In the event of d takes, queen takes, as I said, knight takes, threatening knight takes f7 check, and the rook. So king e8 is kind of forced, and then this drops. Yeah, we might get that. I think she's going to go for it. Yeah. Knight takes, and she gets one pawn back immediately. And this wreck structure. No, Lila is already better. She doesn't even take on, doesn't even bother to take on c6. Interesting. That was very interesting. Not to take, I guess. Why not? I don't really see a particular reason not to take there. Yeah, she takes. And this is only one pawn, and this is the pawn that the EM is up. So already looking pretty good for Lila. Knight c7 is a serious threat. Also pressure against e7. So maybe what to king e7? That is, yeah, king e7 is a really awkward move, but you have to do it. Bishop b7, I think. Then there is the check. Bishop b7, check, check. King c7, bishop f4. If no, e5 is not possible, so maybe if bishop b7, check here. Sorry, check. King c7, check. And you cannot go a5 because it is covered by both the knight and the bishop. So what to do? This is already looking really bad. Really bad. Hmm. What to do? You have six. I mean, it is tough. Yeah, it is just not a good position for black. A5. Can you go a5? A5. What is Lila's move? What am I not seeing here? Yeah, a5. I mean, she can take, but you just want to get rid of this knight. This is a really pesky knight on c6. You can just take it, but you want to drive the knight away from this very nice c6 post. So king here, check, king here. Maybe she is going to take now because of the king here. This is the family. It's a double attack. Yeah, she has to take because if she goes bishop f4, king b6, this knight will be hanging and there is no knight takes a5 if the knight moves c6 drops, so that's why she went for knight takes a5 directly. There was no time to play bishop 4. Ooh, that's a really greedy move. I mean, it makes some sense. Secure the c1 square against checks. I think the EM didn't intend to take the pawn just to grab another pawn, like being a pawn grabber like Yasser 01, but his idea is to control the c1 square against checks. King c8 is the only move, or bishop d6. There's some bishop d6. Okay, king c8. King c8. Now where is the mate? What? 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 Ah, oh, oh, okay. Nice mate with the bishop holding the rook. That was a nice mate. So 2.5 to 1.5. I'm already not surprised by this score. Since the last match, I already know Leela is just crazy good. Crazy stuff. Really crazy. And it only took 19 moves for Leela to beat IEM, giving 2 pawns advantage. It is just insane. I think e4 c6 is already giving Leela very nice compensation because after knight c3 you can never play d5, and if you went c6, basically what I'm trying to say is if you go c6, the next move should be d5, but after knight c3 you cannot play. So that would be the argument to not play c6 in the first place anyways, because that's the natural square for the knight. As you saw in the game, the EM had to play some awkward looking move like knight a6 to develop this knight, because once he played c6 he took away the natural square for his knight. What? What is this? Oh, two bishops for the queen. So the EM has a queen for two bishops. That's the imbalance in this position. Very interesting. Leela has a very defined style of playing, a playing style that she likes to attack usually. So, I mean, it's not that she cannot attack without having a queen, but it will be a bit tougher for her to attack without her queen. So this is going to be a very interesting e6. And why is the EM taking so much time? Okay, c3 makes a lot of sense. Just securing this guy very nicely. And this imbalance, it is going to be very interesting to watch because I'm usually a fan of the bishop pair. It is one of my fetiches. If I can get the bishop pair, usually I'm really happy. I favor bishops over knights usually. Of course, depends on the position, but if I can get the bishop pair, I usually go for it. Queen c2, getting out of the d file, adding more support to the e4 pawn, releasing the knight from having to defend the pawn and then remaneuver it to c4 maybe, and then oops, you cannot draw arrows, and then to e3 maybe then to f5, to d5. I mean. Okay, now queen c2 is definitely played here. I didn't really understand what this b4 move was about. An a4. What is this? I don't get it. Why is he doing this? Queen c2 now takes to open up the a file. That should be in Leela's favor, I think. Don't see why not. And now, what to do? These knights need to go somewhere else. I don't like these knights right here. Maybe knight b3, knight c5, but already is covered. Knight on e22 look pretty awkward, honestly. I don't like this piece configuration. Yeah, I tell you, knight c1, so he wants to bring it to d3. But Leela strikes immediately. Maybe still knight d3 is possible. Ah, but knight e3 he'll have to keep the the knight on d2 defending the e4 pawn. I don't like it so much, honestly. Maybe e5, keep it close. That will favor your two knights. Okay, he decides to go for knight e3. I think Leela will take now. Takes. c4. Hmm, not sure about it. I mean, I understand why she plays c4. This knight doesn't have a very nice square to go to. If you go to b2, that looks really bad. Although maybe you go to e2 then to e1 and then to e3. That is not such a terrible thing. Because knight c1, knight 2, where is your knight going? Okay, knight c5. Decides to damage his pawn structure in order to exchange pieces. Rook b1, and now he has an open file. Yeah, I like this. I like this knight c5 move more. After knight takes c5, Leela is covering b7, so that is why the EM cannot take. Maybe you double now, even though this pawn cannot be taken. So already two bishops and a pawn for Leela. She's slowly but surely getting some compensation. Do you sack exchange here or not? Okay, knight f1. He's coming to e3 and then to e5. Trying to encourage Leela to take on d5, but now she's winning this pawn because there is no rook b4. Wow. Okay, he sacks exchange. Makes sense. I was going to suggest rook takes b7, but he decided to go for. And Leela doesn't want the rook. She wants more, not just the rook. Maybe she doesn't even care about the exchange. She just plays for the activity. Knight b6 forks. Okay, now she takes the pawn takes, and this fork is still active. You take on c8, yeah, to drive the queen to, excuse me, the rook to a file where she will not be protecting the passed pawn. But the a pawn is really dangerous. If this a pawn reaches a2, it is almost game over because a1 is already secured by the knight. The knight in combination with this a pawn is already very strong, and white needs to watch out for that push. There is no other minor piece. I think this is just winning for Leela. White is confined to defend this pawn just eternally. There is no way for white to play any active moves anymore. This is just a very nice bind positional masterpiece by Leela Chess. You can't move the queen. You're a queen down here. It's just so. Oh man, Leela is having all the fun. Oof. The the EM is just playing on the increment. Now he moves the queen away. Now that a2 is not a threat, but again the a2 threat is there. Bishop e3. What is the idea? Bishop d2. Ah, bishop d2. The idea is bishop d2 maybe. No. Bishop d2, rook takes. I see one. What? Ah, to push. Oh wow. Wow. You cannot take here. Bishop takes, queen takes, and a1 is lights out. Queen takes, there is a1. Wow. Hmm. Once she won the a4 pawn, or maybe the correct way to phrase it would be once she got his a pawn rolling, the game was over because white had to devote his queen to stop the pawn, just block it because he cannot allow the pawn to reach a2. Once pawn reached a2, as you saw in the game was over. And if you play, for example, king e2, bishop b2 is a very cute one. Bishop b2, queen b2, a1, queen. Very nice. So c4 in English. And now, wait, what? Leela is up material now. Whoa, wait, what? Isn't the GM supposed to have an advantage? Now the GM is down a queen. He has two bishops for the queen. That is weird. That was really weird. I thought the EM will always have material advantage, but it's interesting mixing it up a little bit just for a change. But to be honest, Lila is going to win this game. We already know. Up material. I mean, she wins down material. Imagine when she's up material. The things that she can do. Insane. People in the chat already calling it a win for Lila. Which is fair, to be honest. Some people in the chat saying that the GM chose to go for this imbalanced position. He decided to give votes to Lila this time. I'm not sure why, but he decided to do so. Yeah, in this position with the pawn e5, after knight e5, there is this threat of knight takes c7, maybe c6, c6, knight takes. Okay, he decides to take c takes, I don't think, to have pressure along the c file. Yes, it takes makes a lot of sense. Opening up the c file. This c pawn is backward, and I have queen b3, putting pressure on the queen side. I will not be surprised to see rook c1 now. Either rook to c1, I don't know which one is better. She goes queen a3, interesting. Attacking this pawn, now e6, queen e7, the queen gets in. Maybe, okay, what am I talking about? This one is hanging, this bishop is hanging. don't see much more. You go with this rook to chase the queen away with rook to e8. Hmm, where does the queen go? Here, to keep pressure against this pawn. Rook d1 is a really odd move to my eyes. I don't, maybe she wants to bring the other rook to c1. But why not bring the rook to c1 immediately? That was the odd part. Okay, she wants to attack the c pawn with her queen. Queen a7. Sorry, it's a big move. Rook d8 covering. Just shuffling around a little bit. Yeah, I definitely have to play with c1. I mean, what else is there? Pawn takes now or not? Okay, she decides to keep the tension. Bishop f8. This move I don't understand. Queen c7. Pretty weird stuff. What? Black just resigned. This is hanging. But why? Why did black resign? Ah, e5 is also hanging. Yeah, if you lose e5, you lose the game. It is a fork. It is a fork. In the event of, let's say, rook d8, you take here. And that's it. If rook d8, you take here. If you lose e5, this pawn mass in the center is going to kill black. Too much space advantage in the center. Cannot allow that. So that is why he resigned in this position. Not too much point in playing this game, honestly. Let's be honest. He cannot do too much with material up. I don't think he's going to win being material down from the beginning. I'm sorry, but that is just the truth. So we don't get another game. Maybe they had a little bathroom break. Not Leela because she doesn't. She's not human. But maybe Tukhaev had a little bathroom break. Maybe. Or probably the guy who handles the Leela software is setting it up for 1+1. Maybe the 3+2 portion of this match is over. Maybe that is the thing. Okay, no, 3+2 again. Okay, 2 pawns up for the EM once again. And he opened up with d4. d4 makes more sense because once e5 is played, you will never be able to play d4. So d4 is a very good choice in my opinion. I will take and exchange queens if Leela wants to. I don't see e5 was a random move. I might be wrong. After it takes, she wants to go for these shenanigans. Check and take. The EM doesn't take. That was. I didn't understand that. Queen takes. I will take with the queen here. Really happy to trade queens. C takes makes a lot of sense as well to create the c3 square for the knight to be developed there. Bishop d7. She declines the queen trade, but this queen is very active, although it will be chased away with knight c6. These posts that the queen has will be challenged immediately with knight c6. Check. I would have gone queen d1. Why give it a check and give a developing move for free to Leela? I don't get it. Ah, maybe to provoke f6. Okay, I get it now. This is hanging, and then the rook. So bishop e7. Okay, you cannot take b2 obviously. It's not a great idea. So what do we get now? Queen c2 securing this guy. e4. I will not be surprised to see. Although then there's bishop takes, and queen takes, and a1 just drops. So this is not easy. Queen c1 maybe now, or queen b2. Okay, queen b3 makes more sense. Queen b3. Not played too passively. Now knight e2. Maybe threatening e4. Now I think the GM will go knight d2, e3 actually, not with e4. e3 is put as many pawns as possible on dark squares, being a very nice team with his remaining bishop, coordinating his pawns the right color bishop. I think he will go e3, not e4. He won't commit to play e4, just e3, and then bishop e2, and then short castles. It's a very solid setup. e4, however, is pretty much possible, of course, and it is at 10 points. The bishop doesn't have anything wrong with it. I would have gone e6 against the comp, used to be very solid. Not give the comp any targets on the e4 square. Lila, I don't think she wants to take. Yeah, she doesn't want to. Queen a4, I would have gone queen c2. Ah, well, then there is knight e4 with a pin. Some knight e4 shenanigans one day. So that is why he went queen a4. Now you really need to develop this piece, either here to e2 or to b5. It is these two squares where the bishop belongs. d3 I don't really like too much because the file is already open. Bishop c4. Okay, wants to exchange. That makes more sense actually than bishop e2 or bishop e5 because you can exchange pieces. You can reduce the pressure that black can throw at you. Knight f4. Putting the knight on this square. It is kind of, how to put it, it's kind of hanging there in that square because there is no support for the knight. There is no pawn on e5. If there was a pawn on e5, usually that's a very nice knight. Ooh, bishop takes. And now knight takes, I will think. Yeah, king g2, knight f4. King g3 is not possible. So maybe go king g1. King f1. This idea was looming for Leela. Queen 7. Going for this idea and mate on g2. Okay, you still have king e1, but this check is coming. So the GM secures the h3 square, not allowing any queen h3 shenanigans. But here comes queen g4, now queen g2 check, king e1. Yeah, doesn't lead too much probably. What to do? Knight 5 could be an idea. Intending knight takes, queen g2, and then queen g2, and after king e1, queen takes g1. Okay, knight 5. I will not be surprised to see this move. Yeah, I tell you. Knight 5. After knight takes, you take with check, king d2, and that's gonna do it, boys. The EM just lost on time. Wow, Lila makes it look so easy. Insane stuff. She doesn't mind sucking. pieces to get a very nice attack going. I don't know objectively if this was a very sound piece sacrifice, but considering the strength that Leela has at calculating tactics and the limited time the GM had, it should be objectively sound going for that kind of train of thought. So the GM was a full piece up and couldn't handle the attack Leela throw at him. So knight takes will be check here, queen takes, and then you recapture. I think that will be the line. And you have to take because I'm threatening to take on f3 currently. And if you move the knight, I take the knight for free is mate actually. Knight to be a self-mate. very, very cute one. So, we're not getting another game, boys. Waiting for our next game. Maybe already they are already setting Leela or adjusting her settings for 1+1 time control. Maybe because it's different. Okay, 3+2 again. Queen for 2 bishops. Once again, the GM has the queen for the 2 bishops. Interesting way of playing. From the GM now he's going for e6 and e5 and knight e7. You know, I don't really like these 97 setups. That looks really ugly. I don't know, I will just put the knights on the most natural squares and go from there. Why would you put them on d7 and e7? That doesn't look like good chess. I don't understand his strategy. It's really weird. Hmm. Rook c8 now maybe, or queen c7, yeah, rook c8. Because the c file is going to open up. You know, these knights on d7 don't belong there. On e7 and d7 don't belong there. You will have to move them again. I don't get it. Whereas if you put them on f6 and c6, they could stay there for quite a long time. I don't really get it, but okay. I mean, he's a GM and I'm just a patzer. She takes, I think Leila wants to take with a knight or the rook, because why would she play rook d1 otherwise? Maybe still pawn takes is possible to support, this rook supports the d5 break one day. Maybe. Yeah, I will take. Why do you play rook c8 if you don't want to open up that file? And knight takes. Okay, so she decides to play with a knight. Knight 5? Isn't that okay? Knight 5 and then reposition the knight to c6. You see? You have to move them again. This is why you don't put the knights on d7 and e7. This looks like terrible chess. Okay, the GM saw this, I'm pretty sure, this discovery, but he just made a queen sack out of this in order to simplify the position. And now, look at the material distribution. He has two rooks and two knights against one rook and three minor pieces. So he's the exchange up for 1 pawn. He's the exchange up, and yeah, and Leela has 1 pawn. So he's the exchange up for 1 pawn. Knight c5, securing this square. You probably, yeah, you secure the knight with b6. And this knight has to stay on e7, controlling the d5 square because this is always a pending move. Rook d2 entering, that's a nice move. Maybe rook c2 is coming, maybe rook here. Okay, he decides not to get into rook c2 because then bishop d1. It can be awkward to stay on that rank. Okay, now a6, you change the knight. This knight maybe wants to come to d4. Okay, he doesn't chase the knight, he decides to just double. Yeah, knight d4. And now this knight cannot move. You see how ugly is this knight on e7? That's why you don't play knight e7 and knight d7. That looks really ugly. Utterly ugly. I don't like it. Oh, oh, the EM plays for the win. I thought the EM will go for the draw, but decided not to. Pretty sure that Leela will have played another move, not repeated. And he used blunder, bishop g4, because f5, Leela can just take. Yeah, knight takes. You cannot take, you probably play rook here. Still keeping your exchange. And now it is just an exchange. It takes c5 and then the rook comes in, probably. That is Leela's idea. This is coming. Rook here. Now it's even stronger actually. The EM that covered this guy, but now there is this X-ray. And this is looking pretty bad. Where is this knight going? You just probably take. Even after h takes, rook takes, and you will get here. Okay. Doesn't even bother to do that, but that was playable. I think with all the pawns up. Rook e8. Okay. And now a7 drops. Probably check. Or what? Ah, this was hanging. Okay, now what to do? Bishop there. Okay, check here or not? No. Doesn't make any sense. Just shutting down the file. Desperately trying to get some activity along the file, but it is just a check. This is covered. That is 94 about guarding this square d2. There is no entry points. And what is the threat? Okay, the EM gets the rooks on the first, but usually you want to get the rooks on the second, not the first. In the first, they don't do anything. This pawn is just rolling. There are some probably a6 rook move somewhere, maybe here or here, And then you push and then here. Let's make a touchdown with the A pawn. Phew. So simplifying the position has proven to be not such a very successful strategy for Tukhaev. Hmm. As usual, we're waiting for the next game. They are taking quite a lot, quite a long time for in between games. I don't know why. I don't really know why, but okay, we can wait. Don't get a next game, boys. We need a next game. I want to see Leela playing some pretty magical chess. Oh, I think that Leela plays very instructive chess, not this typical super calculation computer like style. It is more like positional approach, more human approach with of course with very strong calculation skills because as you saw in the game where the GM had one rook and the queen versus rook, bishop and knight, the queen was on a2 and it couldn't move at all. Essentially the GM was a queen down honestly there because the knight in combination with the pawn and the rook just didn't allow the queen to move anywhere. The queen had to stay on a2. Okay, next game. Two pawns. Two pawns for the GM again. But now it is E and D. And I change it a little bit. And H4, yeah, makes sense. It's not allowing any H5 shenanigans. I will not be, yeah, surprised to see G5. This is Leela's main approach. He's going for the throat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's going all in. And H4, not even bothering to recapture on G5. He's open up files against White's king. Takes, rook takes. This is smashing. Okay, his bishop takes. Okay. So now the EM is not only two but 3 pawns up. But Leela has some files to work with. The EM really needs to develop this bishop. Yeah, b3 or b3 for that matter. But b3, bishop f6, and yeah, looks ugly. Knight c3, yeah, looks pretty logical. But then there's this, and this is coming, and this. Sorry. So that is why the GM is hesitating. He's afraid of h5 attacks. Knight e5. Knight e5, shutting down the fifth rank to the queen. And now knight e4, when the queen cannot go to h6 because it is covered. Now she can go to h6. Tricky business. Queen h6, knight f3, queen h5. Okay. Yeah, queen h5 makes more sense to not get hit by knight f3 if you ever go to h6. Also, it's square for his knight, for her knight. Bishop h3, trying to remove the stronger defender that white has. If this bishop exchange happens, the white king will be in serious trouble. What to bishop takes? Okay, she goes back. Okay, she doesn't rush all that much. Now you cannot move the bishop because that is mate. So that's why she just went back. This is already lights out. I don't see a move for white. It's pretty funny. It's mate. Yeah, yeah, he just resigned. Oh wow, that is just crazy, crazy. We are just losing the bishop here. And it is not only about the bishop, it is about mate on h1. For example, what could be a possible saving move for white? Maybe f3. F3 was the only move that I could see that saves white from complete disaster, but it is lost anyways. You cannot do all that much. So again, E and D, and the EM opens up with d4. Good choice. I like his choice. Not allowing c5 or not allowing c5. Why not take? I wonder why the EM never takes this when he plays c5 and c5. Maybe c5, queen takes, king takes, bishop takes, attacking this. There's bishop takes, so probably after d takes, queen takes, king takes, there is knight 4 attacking this, threatening this, and also preparing to recapture there. In the event of bishop e3, I don't know, queen b3, I will not be surprised to see. Now, then maybe c4. Do you take here? So the queens are exchanged and the bishop is saved. Leela decides to put more pressure against d4. I think f3 makes sense to get in f3 and e4. Yeah, if you play f3, how are you going to cover this pawn? You cannot move the bishop. If you ever move the bishop, the d pawn just falls. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, you want the f3 square for the knight, not for the pawn. Bishop e6, attacking this. Very active play. Also preventing any d5 last time was not possible because knight e5. Now that the knight already covers e5, she stops the d5 move and also attacks a2. Very nice. I think you probably okay. I was thinking that you had to take on c5 maybe, but then she takes and not sure. So interestingly enough, she decides not to take because after rook takes, bishop takes b3. This piece might get trapped, I don't know. And if bishop takes, it is a self-pin. Not such a great idea. She decides to first coordinate his position a little bit better before grabbing material. Hmm. Takes on e4. Okay, bishop takes, I think. Pawn takes. 92, right? Why is 92 wrong? I don't get it. Knight e5. I would have gone knight d2, but maybe knight 2 c takes, knight takes, bishop takes, and or what? No, no. Okay, bishop takes. I think she will take here. Yeah. She also likes bishops. Bishop b4, king d1. Looking really bad. Bishop b3. That's a funny move with this pin. Oof. Bishop c2. Or not. Yeah. Now a discovery. Where do you play the discovery though? Maybe you just castle here and attack f2. e3. Threatening this discovery. So f3. Securing against that. But also bishop d2 mate. Oh, cute, 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 cute. E3. Double exclamation mark. Move. Threatening bishop e4 and also bishop d2 mate. What a cute one. What a beautiful one. So there are some people driving their motorcycles out there. Sorry about that sound. That noise could be annoying for you, maybe. And sorry for the eating. I'm eating an orange. Apologies. I need to recharge my energies to continue in the match. And we don't get a next game. This match is going to be long, really long. I already don't know how much time they have been playing. Having played, they have been playing 10 games so far. And the EM only could win when he was 2 pieces up. Only there he could win. Now we get a carry. Now C6 and D5 makes more sense because you really can go for D5 this time, as there is no knight C3 because the D pawn still exists. Now it's CNF. CNF pawns are not on the board for Leela. Okay, bishop 5, typical Cairo move. Then you play 6, you break with c5, you put the knight on c6, you put this knight on e7, and so on and so forth. Oh, decides to go for knight e7. Yeah, you trade, definitely. You definitely trade. Queen takes. Now is c5 good? c5 allows knight b5, and then the knight sticks onto d6. That cannot be good. I mean, in this situation, I'm not going to criticize the EM putting his knights on d7 and e7 due to the space advantage that Leela currently has. Sorry, sorry. This is the only way that he could develop his knights. So I'm not criticizing him this time because this is just a normal way to develop. Oof, the pressure against f7, boys. Knight takes, he wants to take with the e, I think. I mean, that allows some e6 shenanigans sometimes, but I don't believe in that. I think it takes because it takes looks utterly ugly. Okay, he goes for it takes. Hmm, it's not that bad, but I would have taken with the pawn. I understand why he took with the pawn. He doesn't want to allow e6 anytime. Queen h4, preparing bishop e7 and long castles. I think that's White's idea. Black's idea, I mean, not White. Rook g8. Okay, he didn't cast. He didn't castle what? I don't know why. Hmm. Okay. Bishop e7, not a move. Due to bishop g3. That will be a pain for the queen. And what am I talking about? There is a rook on g8. I'm starting to get tired, boys. Starting to get tired. There is no bishop g3. Knight e2. Okay, now bishop d3 is a threat. Now definitely is a threat. I'm pretty sure. Now this is a threat. If you ever play bishop e7, of course. If you don't play bishop e7, this is not on. Okay, so what is happening now? Um, decides to go for c5 before Leela plays before and clamps down on the c5 break. He really needs to break Leela's center in order to get some play going. He's playing in the center, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Now, there is this entry point. This is possible, right? Okay, 96. Yeah, it's probably better. Now, he wants to take. Oh, what? Ah, pawn takes e6 check. Oh, wow. Wow. So that is why king a8 was played. Pawn takes was check, and you're losing the queen. Oof. Nice. Oh, no. Tough to suggest a move for black here. He's one pawn only for the EM at the moment, but it already feels like Leela is completely winning due to the time situation. 5 seconds for Adam Tukhaev and has to defend this guy. Wants to come here, I think. Okay, bishop here, attacking this. Now you move the knight, probably to d4, and then create more pressure. Yeah, against f7. And this is just collapsing. Bishop a3, I think. Should be the move. Yeah, and then this is just crumbling. Bishop f8. You still take here, right? Or not? Okay. She took on f8. Queen. Ah, once this pawn. Queen h7. Creating this pin. Maybe sometimes this could be on. And also after rook f8 there is no, no. Rook f8 is not possible that the queen takes. So Leela is just killing this GM. I think one way to favor the human player in these matches is to make the time control longer, because in these blitz games, due to the incredible calculation skills that all these engines have, like they can calculate, let's say, a mate in 10 moves in seconds. It takes them seconds, sometimes even takes them like less than 3 seconds to calculate a mate in 15 or things like that, you know. They never make a tactical blunder, and they just completely kill their opponents. It's just unfair, honestly, for the human player in these matches to play 3+2 is no time for them to calculate. Oof, G and F pawn. Don't fall for the fools, mate. Don't fall for the fools, mate. That would be funny. If Lila fell for the oops. What? Why did they cancel this game? Ah, it's 5+2 because the match was going to be only 3+2, 1+1, and 1+0 games. So maybe they messed up the time control. They said they settled the time control ground, so they will probably readjust the time control. The article about this match said that they will not play 5+2, so maybe that's the thing. What? Again, 5+2? So why did they cancel the last game then? And why did the article say that they will not play? Ah, but no. I was going to say that he is black to move, but in the past game, it was also black to move because we we could see the three dots indicating that it is black's move. So I don't really know. I don't get it. I don't get it. E5? No. Okay, I have sex developing logical. You see, this is what I like to see the knights c6 and f6. I mean, in that Caro game, there was no other option putting them on e7 and d7, but the other games I didn't understand why the GM would play such moves like knight e7 and knight e7 if that wasn't necessary. So Tukhaev, knight e4 is an idea. Attacking this, and if you trade, there is the open c file. He decides to take on f3, and now e6. Ah, now knight e4. Okay. Ah, he decides to take on f3 to jump to d4, threatening knight c2, and also the exchange of more pieces. But Leela is not afraid at all about knight takes c2, which is weird. Well, not so weird because now that I remember, she's not programmed to evaluate every position with, let's say, a plus or minus score. She only evaluates every position at the amount of percentage winning chances that she has. That is how she evaluates every position, by winning percentage. Like, for example, if she has a mate in several moves, let's say, the her winning percentage will be 100%, obviously. And if she has a very overwhelming advantage, her winning percentage will be something like, oh, and what am I talking about? I just realized why knight takes e2 is not a move. What am I talking about, boys? This is why knight takes e2 is never a move. Oh man. Okay, now knight 2. Okay, grabs a pawn and doesn't see why he cannot take, so he takes. Why not? Why not develop this piece here? Or do you want to go there? I think you want to go here. What? What? Bishop d10 and bishop c1? Only a computer plays like this. Oh wow, what? That was funny. That was really funny. What is bishop d10, bishop c1? Oh my goodness. Ah, that's fun. So now queen d7. Okay, queen d7 with this move, definitely he's threatening knight c2. So a3 was necessary to secure this guy. And now you definitely go bishop e7, right? I mean, why is he not going bishop e7? I don't get it. What am I missing? What am I missing? I don't know. What am I missing? Why is Tukhaev never playing bishop e7? I don't understand. Okay, now he does. Okay. Maybe there was some tactic that I didn't see. I don't know. I didn't see any tactics. He probably got d4 now. I mean, taking looks ugly. You go d4, get the space, or keep the tension. Yeah, also it's possible because this bishop is covered, and after e takes, the queen is securing the knight on f5. Okay, he decides to take with the knight, which is also not bad. Knight c4, the knight is heading towards e5, maybe. Maybe bishop f6. I will not be surprised to see bishop f6. You securing this square, yeah. Bishop f6, also making more difficult for this bishop to develop, although it's already covered by the knight though. Bishop here, threatening to maybe take on f5 and damage the pawn structure that black has. Maybe. This is one of the best or better position that Tukhaev has gotten in the last, let's say, 8 games. This is just the best position that he has gotten. I think he has some chances even to win, honestly. And the reason is the white king is so weak that Leela is not free to create any attacking possibilities. She always has to watch out for her own king. You can see it is not covered, doesn't have shelter to be covered. This makes it difficult for her to create attacking possibilities. Whoa, what was that? Pawn takes. If you take this book, what is it? I mean, you don't need to take. I mean, if you don't want to calculate, you just play a normal move. Like, I don't know. What will be a normal move? But why not take? Pawn takes queen h4, king g7, rook g1 is the idea, I think. That is the idea. Oh wow. Yeah, you cannot take the rook. Queen h4, king g7, rook g1 is the idea. It is crushing. It is really crushing. Knight f5, harassing this guy right here, the queen. Knight e6, but bishop takes. No, why not bishop takes? Don't get it. Bishop takes should be a move. She decides not to take. Hmm. Rook g2. Yeah, she doesn't want to exchange. She wants to create a lot of pressure against the e-pawn. This is the target that white has at the moment. He's putting as much pressure as possible against it. And now queen h6, go to the pin, rook f7. Okay, rook to g1. So rook f7 was anticipating this rook g1 move. Now Tukhaev has 3 pawns defending. 3 pawns. What am I saying? Now Tukhaev has 3 defenders of the e7 square. Now queen e4, queen e5, pinning this guy right here. That is the idea of queen e5. Here, adding another defender before trying to discourage or remove the defender of the d4 knight. This position is really awkward. You cannot move anything. There is too much pressure against g7. Okay, now that this was played. Hmm. Tukhaev going for the draw. I don't think Leela will accept the draw. I would be very surprised if she did accept. Oh, the GM is the one who doesn't accept. He just repeats to gain time. This is a typical way to gain more time in your clock when you're playing increment chess. You repeat the position 2 times, but not 3, just to get more time added to your clock. One thing that amateurs like me don't make use of too much. And we really should pay attention to these things. These 2 pawns are really weak. He has a very nice outpost for his knight on d4, but these pawns are just too weak. And now this is hanging, and bishop a3 is looming. Also this. What am I talking about? That is covered by the knight. Bishop d6 and this falls. So now there is only 1 pawn. This is the one extra pawn that black is up. I don't see how black could make progress here. You cannot push the pawn. You always have to watch out for pressure and g7. Okay, I like this move. But now there are some shenanigans on the h-file. Maybe one day you can imagine a rook here and the other rook here and rook h8 will be mate. So now we go here, threatening mate. Well, that's mate, no? He's blunder mate. He did. Oh man, yeah, I told you. Once g6 is played, there is this shenanigans. Rook h8 shenanigans. And the time control just got longer, 5 plus 2, even though they weren't supposed to be playing 5 plus 2 games because the article said that they will only play 3 plus 2, 1 plus 1, and 1 plus 0. But okay, I think this is good for the spectators because, as I said before, the advantage that the engine have is that they can evaluate positions immediately. They can conclude so many things about one position in seconds, and the human needs more time to assess correctly and judge every position. But we're not getting a new Game Boys. I don't know why. Why are we not getting another game? Leela offline? Okay, next game. Now G and F. And the fool's mate. Yeah, she had to go for that move. Wait, why didn't she play knight 6? Ah, e5. E5. And then you can move the knight because queen h5 is mate. Wow. So I wonder in the previous game why did the GM didn't play e5? I mean he had the black pieces but he was moving first. He should have gone for e5. That was weird because after knight f6 there is e5 and you cannot move the knight due to queen h5 mate. The fool's mate. Okay, bishop f4 makes a lot of sense. Yeah, putting this bishop opposite to the black king. You want to castle along knight f3, bishop probably c4, knight f6 attacking the queen, and e5 is looming. Any knight e5 can be met by the capture because the c file opens up that should favor white because he's attacking. Leela wants to go e5 and shut down the diagonal, maybe, maybe. So that is why you go e5, prevent e5 from Leela. Makes a lot of sense. Knight e8. You castle long here, I would say. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. d5 is coming, knight f3 is coming. This queen needs to move again to allow this bishop to be developed. Lila can never take. That would be a suicide. With this rook already on d1. Not a great idea. So I think just knight f3. No? Why is knight f3 not good? Is he afraid of some pin? I, hmm, I wouldn't be afraid of that pin. It's just a normal move. Maybe he wants to move the queen. Queen e4 or queen d3. I don't know. e6 he's considering maybe. Yeah, it's knight f3, normal moves. You're not afraid of this pin, are you? Don't think you're afraid. G7. That's a weird move. Okay. What to do now? Queen on e4? I think you put the queen here. You take away this square. Oh, e5. He's blasting everything open. Here I cannot take. She will go c5, probably. Okay, rook f8 first, attacking this. Do you take? We check. The knight takes and that improves black's knight. I don't think he will take. Yeah, it's bishop g3. Keep the tension and ask Leela what will she do this tension in the center. Oh, really? Pawn takes, right? Ah, he's definitely taken. What? Why not pawn takes? You want to open up the center to attack this black king. I don't get it. Why didn't he take? You're allowing c5 here, right? What am I missing? Pawn takes. Now you definitely take. Is, is c5 a bad move or what? Yeah, I mean, you have to take. You cannot do without taking. Pawn takes or king b8, king b8. Okay, she's scared. Out her king position, you definitely take on b7. I mean, that is less shelter to black king. Maybe he's afraid of some rook c3 shenanigans. That's why he's hesitating to take on b7. Otherwise, he will have taken immediately on b7. Yeah, rook c3. Yeah. I already knew Leela will go for rook takes c3. This is her playing style. This fits very well her playing style. Okay, f4 is a good move, making room for this bishop to come to e2. Not sure if you want to come to e2 because that will allow the knight to land on c4. So maybe not. And also this pawn, I don't think you want to hang on to that pawn. Is Leela planning to, I don't know, take on e5 now? Is that what she's trying to do? Also putting pressure here. If this capture happens and then she coordinates along the diagonal, it's going to be a real danger for white to defend this position. In combination, especially in combination with an knight on a4, is going to be tough. That is why the game doesn't even allow this capture. Can she play? Rook takes a4. Whoa. What? Can you say? Bishop takes king here, and then bishop takes. That is the idea. And put an knight on a4. Oh wow. Takes king b1, or do you go rook b2? Maybe you go rook b2. You just return the exchange. Rook b2. You don't want to place your king on b1 where it is very exposed. Rook b2. King b1 looks really scary. Yeah, rook b2. You return the exchange. King b1 just looks too scary to be played. D takes. You don't take pin pieces, you just attack the pin piece. Rook g8 is blooming, so that's why this was played. Covering the e8 square and developing the knight. King d1. Okay. Encouraging Leela to take on e2 now. I don't think she will. Yeah, she won't take because this rook is very silly on d2. Can only go to d2 and doesn't do anything there. She doesn't take. Yeah, I know her style, Leela's style very well. She doesn't take. She doesn't care. I mean, this rook is just really stupid, honestly. Really silly on d2. She's thinking that this bishop is worth more than this rook on d2. This bishop can control the c1 square. Oof, queen b2. It's pending. Or the check here. What's what it was coming in the rook? Yeah, check was the fact. But you probably go queen b2 now. Okay, check there, c4. And now what? How do you win? Don't see it. And now she takes on d2. King takes his force because the queen has a responsibility on the c4 pawn. Check. Okay, king e2, right? King e2 is nice e3 check. Hmm. And you cannot go back because okay, he goes back. Queen here, or you move the knight. You move the knight. Hmm. There is this threat, and there is this threat. What to do? No move. Okay, you take the check. You give it this check first. Checking two. None of the above. Is queen before going for this check, or why is he going for? Why is she going for this one? Knight takes king d1. Queen d1, king d2. Where is the mate? E3. E3. Pawn takes knight 4. Ah, queen d1. King takes? Not possible. What? What? Why was there is this nasty skewer. If you king takes queen a1, winning the queen. That'll be funny. Nah, she doesn't care about material. She just wants to mate the white king. Oh, but this time she takes. Check. Okay, queen seven check. King b6, c5. Open up the bishop. This bishop is hanging. You cannot even recapture g3. This is going to fall. The GM desperately trying to pull some magic out of this position. Is this a draw? Hmm. Is this a draw? I wonder. Can we play 6 now? Or no? Whoa. Maybe the GM just got a draw. I will go for the draw. I mean, there is no way to play for the win with white. If you recapture on g3, you just lose the f1 bishop. Yeah, you have to go for the draw. So what was if king 6? I don't know. King 6. I wonder what it was. Maybe check here. King b6. Yeah, there was no way to avoid a perpetual check. This was a very nice find by the Adam Tukhaev. He found Perpetual check. That's a nice resource to save the draw. But if we think of the initial position, where white was nearly mating black with the fool's mate, Leela had to play d6 to not get mated because knight f6 would have been met by e5 and you lose the knight. If you compare this position to this position, that's just a dream for any black player. Probably not for Leela because she was expecting to somehow win. And next one. Oh, now it's 5 plus 3. I like it. I like it more. d5, but why doesn't he go e5? It's the same. This is why I don't. This is what I don't understand. E5 just is the same position. I don't get it. He would have gotten the same position that he got in the last game. I don't get it. Yeah, people in the chat also wondering about the same. Why would you start with 1d5? You just can't go e5. It's the same position. The only difference is the colors, but you're starting. Even though you're black, you're starting the game. You take here now? Or not? No, cannot do that. Maybe have to get this back. Knight f6. Do you play knight f6? Hmm. Queen a4. So you cannot take on f3 because then this is hanging. And if you take on here, there is knight e5, hanging, and there is too much pressure against e6. Is going to probably collapse there on that square. For example, say c takes knight e5, trying to take advantage of this pin. Bishop d7, knight takes e6, attacking the queen. Bishop takes e6, bishop takes, check, pawn takes, queen takes. Oh, he goes for a queen trade. I like this approach. I like this approach. Bishop takes and then queen a5 check, swapping the queens, forcing the queen trade. He is covering the b7 pawn. Okay, Leela goes for bishop 2, attacking the knight, and now she will probably recapture, or will she? I think she will. Yeah. e6, okay, rook c8, in order to be there to recapture with the rook and not have a wrecked structure. The b takes now the ugly structure. e6, then I in the d5 square to the knight. Can still go here, but after a6, I don't really know what the knight is doing. Also preparing to develop this bishop to e7. Knight f6, developing, controlling that square. Bishop f4.
Maybe with this idea, knight e5 and knight e6. Put a piece on d6. So bishop e7, but after knight e5, you just castle short. There is not too much point on putting a piece on d6. I mean, it attacks this and it kind of forces the capture, but maybe, I don't know. I don't really know. So, what to do now? Just bishop e7. Now, why is he hesitating so much for this move? I don't get it. He's probably completely. If you castle, there's bishop h6. Maybe that was why he was hesitating. Because after rook g1, if you castle, there is going to be bishop h6. Oof. Tough. So g6, but now bishop h6, I think. And you will not be able to castle. Maybe 5. She allows the short castles. I was thinking bishop h6 had to be played there to not allow short castles. Now the black king is in safety. Rook f8, intending to just exchange everything. He's going to exchange everything here. Exchange all the four rooks. Oh, and Leela initiates the exchange. That's surprising. Why? There must be a reason here. Why is she initiating the exchange? I don't know. Why? Why is he hesitating for rook takes? Is this such a terrible thing to happen after knight takes with this game? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Rook takes, there is bishop takes. Pawn takes, knight takes a7. So that's why he's going for knight takes. Because after knight takes a7, the c8 square is covered, the c7 square is covered, and there is too much pressure against e6. The pawn is going to fall, probably you have to play rook a8, knight takes would have been played, and then this is hanging, there is no time for you to take here. There was that, and that move will give Leela rook takes now to have more control over this square. I will probably play with a rook here, right? Yeah, it's discouraging knight c6, but he goes for it anyways. Can you swap everything here? Maybe this time is not as good because that will only leave Leela with the minor piece endgame, and although the structure is really bad, black still is 2 pawns up. Yeah, this is better. Bishop e3. You cannot go d6 because there is too much pressure against the c6 knight. This pawn needs to stay defending the knight. Maybe king f8 or knight e8, something like this, to trying to remove the rook from that square and then play d6. Like knight e8, rook d7, d6, something like that could be an idea. But then bishop takes, and rook d8. King f8, bishop h3, and the knight is toast. So that's why knight 8 is not possible. Oh wow, this is just a strong one, guys. Yeah, there is this very nice line. Knight e8, rook d7, b6, bishop takes e6, rook takes e6, rook d8, king f8, bishop h6, and you lose this guy. There is king e7. Wait a second. King 7. So you don't lose that guy. So why is knight 8 not good? I don't know. Rook d8. Hmm. Bishop takes. Defending. Can also use take and take here. But okay, this way. And it's two knights versus two bishops. I really like bishops. And although Leela is up and down, she's going to convert this position. I can definitely assure you that she will convert this position into a full win. I mean, the draw she can get so easily by just sacrificing all his material for the black pawns. She doesn't even need the draw. I mean, she already has it in hand.
So the king is approaching, the white king. b5 takes, and there is pressure here. So that is why knight f5 is necessary. But as they say, knight on the rims, or how do they say it? Knight on the rim, Ardim, or something like that. Apologies, I don't remember how this saying goes. Is it nice? Knights on the rim Ardim? Yeah, it is Knights on the rim Ardim. Sorry about that if I didn't say it correctly. Nah, two passers. It's going to be king takes, and these two passers decide the game. Probably go back to clear the way for the pawn. Okay, pushing. Now king a6 maybe. King b5, clearing the way for the a pawn. And the queen in square is already secure, but black is threatening it for shutting down the diagonal for the bishop. So Leela needs to do something about it. She allows the closing down of the diagonal. I didn't like this move from Leela, although she can remaneuver his bishop like this into the game. Yeah, e3, bishop here, and then it is in the game again. a5, and black usual signs. King c7 is not possible. a5, a6, a8 is coming. The knight is usually the clumsiest piece to stop a passed rook pawn, an a or h pawn. Usually the knight is the piece who struggles the most in stopping passed rook pawns, a or h pawns. That's what I mean. This a pawn is unstoppable. And the king cannot pass. This is covered and this is also covered. So that's why this pawn stays on b6. Just always controlling the c7 square. So we might not get the 1+1 and 1+0 games. I wonder where from which place or which country is Adam Tukhaev playing? Is he playing from Ukraine? His born country? Because I think if this match goes long enough, it will be really late for him to be playing. It must be like what time? What time could it be at Ukraine? Probably maybe like
Let me check. What time is it? Okay. Here in my country is 3:20, 3 p.m. with 20 minutes. So Ukraine must be like 11 p.m. or something like that. I don't know. Or 12 o'clock already. Might be. Hmm. Quite late for Tukhaev. Assuming that he's playing from Ukraine. He might be playing from other country. Okay, here we get the 1+1. And now go e5. Why do you why d5? Why? Just go e5. It's the best move. You should play best moves. I don't get it. Anyways, let's just watch the match. why why not e5? E5 is the best. Just go for it. Bishop e7. Okay, check. Bishop e7, right? Knight takes e4 is a move because of the pin. But against Leela, do you dare to take that pawn? I will not even calculate if I can take the pawn. I will just play another move immediately. Against Leela, I don't dare to take such pawns. That will be really scary. So this knight is coming to this square, and that will be game over. That is why knight e7 was played to secure this guy, but now, okay, it was knight f6 check, knight takes, pawn takes, and queen h6 was the threat. So f5 was necessary. Lil is playing faster than fast. What is she doing? She's playing like the wind blows. Already equal material. Wow. Okay, right here. Threatening knight to cheapos. Nah, against the comp, you cannot go for this kind of cheapos. And Tukhaev just blast. Look at the time right here. She ended up with more time than she started with. Crazy. Look at this. And look at the position. She's just crushing black here. Too strong. So an overwhelming score so far. 13-2 is the score at the moment. Lille only conceded 2 draws and 1 loss. But the game that she lost, she was down 2 pieces, which is kind of pointless, honestly, to play like that. I mean, she is strong, but she's not going to win 2 pieces down. So, of course, kudos to Kev for winning that game. Not so super easy, but I think because of the overwhelming material advantage that Tukaev had, Lila was playing some really random moves in that game, giving up pieces for absolutely anything. Now e4. Play e4. Ah, now it's Lila's move. Okay, I get it, I get it. E4 threatening e5, as I said, because now it is black to move. Ooh, knight takes e5. Yep.
take. Okay, go bishop d3. I would maybe taken, and now isolate, and that will have isolated this e pawn. Although after bishop takes, queen takes, and knight c3, some e4 push could be irritating. Bishop g4 is coming, boys. The EM considering to keep the piece, but yeah, he's afraid of bishop g4. And he has been wrecked so many times with this thing, and you cannot really keep the piece because after the knight moves there is e4. So knight g3 now. Yeah, you intend to trade, but Leela wants to get her piece back. Makes a lot of sense. I will take here. Or do you take here? By the way, I don't know why, but this is 3 plus 1. This wasn't supposed to happen, but it happened. I thought they would continue the 1 plus 1, but the EM got butchered, so that is why they didn't continue. Maybe they thought that it was just too much for the EM, for Tukhaev. So rook takes, and there is still a fork. The most annoying thing is that this knight cannot go forward. It has to go to g1. Even if you take on e4, pawn takes, and then you have to go to e1. That's really sad. That's why Tukhaev is taking his time. I will. Okay, he's castles out of frustration. Ponte is not possible to bishop f5, so that's why she needed to take here. And now it's going to be tough for this bishop to be developed. Although now it is out. Rook takes f3 is coming. I can feel it. I can feel it. That's why knight f5 was playing. Yeah. And she likes a lot these things to create a open king, even at the cost of material. Queen takes, rook lifts on the e file. This looks bad. So this is pending. Queen takes and rook g7. Phew. And look at the time. Look at the time. Queen g5 not possible. Rook g7 is mate. He just resigned. The queen is hanging and queen g4 is threatened. And if queen g5, as I said, there's rook g7. Lights up. Unbelievable. 19 moves. She only needed 19 moves to kill white. Phew. Yeah, I'm recognizing this pattern that Leela has. She likes to sacrifice on f3 or c3 if the king is castled long. Once the king is castled, and that destroys the shelter for the king to get an attack going. She likes to attack a lot. That's her playing style. She's going for the throat. She doesn't care about material. She just goes all in. Very interesting style. I think, by the way, in this position, the best move probably is just queen takes, queen takes h3, queen takes h3, and then bishop f4 after rook g7.
bishop g3, and you are left with two rooks and the bishop against the queen and the rook, which is enough for Leela to win. Queen h3 is here the only move that you can play to somehow continue the game. 1+0 now. Okay, interesting. So you get some time off, and she's up. Sorry, he's up and I. Okay, I get it. Do you take or not? This knight wants to move again. I don't know. I want to stay there. Pawn takes. Why not pawn takes? C3. Rook e1. C4. I would like to break with C3. G4. Skewer. Skewer town. I'm trying to play quicker, but oof. The H file. H4 is coming. Bishop g2 was threatened, so he added a new defender to this guy. Now this is threatened. Rook takes. Oof. No, he's just down. He's down a queen. Oh man. Lost on time. It is 1+0, no increment. Tough. And Leela only spent 8 seconds for 36 moves. 36. Wow. No, it is just not fair for the EM to be playing these 1+0 games. He's going to get crushed every time. Not because he's a bad player. I mean, Leela can play oof, a huge amount of moves in so little time. That's why this is just unfair for the EM. Just look at this. 8 seconds for 36 moves. And every move was really powerful. Every single move. She ends up with, I mean, the EM theoretically is still up material, as you can see right here. But, phew, no time. And this is coming. Check here, check, mate. So is that gonna be it? The EM is still online. Leela is still online. So I don't know. Okay, still the next game. Now this is 3+1. The time control. And H4, yeah. Oh, he's going for these heck attacks in King's Crusher style. If you know candidate master Tryphon Gabriel from the UK, he likes to play these heck attacks. And sometimes are very effective, those heck attacks. He throws at people. So this knight needs to go back. No knight g4 because f3 and the knight is cooked. And now this is a really painful move. Look h7. What an ugly move. Ugliness. Ugliness. The knight cannot move. Oof. This is just already lost. I will call this already lost for black. You just cannot make moves here. C5. Okay. Still trying. A6 wants to develop the knight in this direction. Rolling A6 now. I'm trying to get some development going, but it is just lost. G4 is coming also. Sometimes maybe with the rook on H4. Oh, still this is a pin, but bishop takes G6 is a threat with check. Yeah, I told you this was already lost. I mean, once the knight was driven to his initial square and this bishop c3 was moved and rook h7 was necessary. And what's over? This knight is dead. Poof. Black has two knights for the rook, but look at the knights. They're not doing anything. And look at these rooks. Beautiful rook. Beautiful rook. Active on the 8th rank. And this rook operating on the a file. Do you exchange? But if you exchange, how are you going to move this knight? Is the question. That's a very interesting question. This is the only way. Creating this square for the knight. No knight 7. Yeah, you have to somehow get some development going. And now king d7, but then rook a7. Tricky business. Knight f5. I will play knight f5 here. But after g4, yeah. Removing the defender. Knight d4 threatening knight b3. That's why she didn't take immediately with the fork. She sidestepped the fork. And now she's threatening bishop takes. For real. King d7, rook a7. Ah, this way. Okay. It's more. It's better. Oof. Nah, this is just lost. Too many pawns. Leela has too many pawns. Four. Four against one. Even though these two are double. So, are they going to continue this match? Some people in the chat asking how many games will they play. Nobody knows, boys. Nobody knows. They didn't settle any amount of games limit of some kind. Oh, next game. Okay, now is piece offs again. There is no 9b8. Can we get a French? The French kind of favors the EM, I think. In this close structure, mm, maybe there are not too many possibilities for a kingside attack, but But here comes the kingside attack. Just as I was saying, there are not too many possibilities for a kingside attack. And here comes h6 and g5. Threatening maybe g4 to remove the defender of this guy. Yeah. And now she just won the pawn. f4, f5 maybe? No? f5, right? Just check. Okay. Maybe 4. Maybe attacking this guy. Right here, you don't really want to take. This bishop looks strong. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think you want to take. Probably nice too now. Then this false. This is false. Hmm. Bishop c3. What to do now? It takes. Okay, this is secured by the knight. Now you move the knight. Probably knight c2. Yeah. Knight e3 and then look here. But g3 is pending with a pin. But g3 h3, right? You should be safe. Fish. Oof. What? Whoa. Ah. h3 was going to be played, not g3. h3 to open up this diagonal. Yeah, that would have been dangerous. Now I understand why Tukhaev played h3 to prevent black's h3. And just as I said, there is not going to be an attack. We get an attack. Somehow, I don't know how, but somehow Leela always manages to create attacking chance. That's her playing style. I mean, I will not be surprised to see these attacks from Leela. That's her style, her nature. Of course, we will see an attack. The final b6 threatening check and winning the queen, but Leela doesn't fall for it, of course, with king e8 not falling for it, and now h takes. This pawn controls some important squares, but it's also weak, even though this queen is attacking the d3 bishop, so the queen cannot go too far. Knight f3 now. Okay, rook there, threatening this. That was moved away. Knight f3 to secure this guy, then move the bishop, and then move the queen. Bishop b5, okay. Pressure here. Maybe rook takes is threatened with queen takes to follow. And the EM is leaving off the increment. That is probably the most important feature in this position. And yeah, use black. And look at the time. Look at the time. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. She has more time than she started with. Insane. So, do we get another game or not? We're not getting another game. Is this gonna be it, boys? Maybe this is gonna be it. Okay, next game. 3 plus 1 again. No knight for Lila. The EM must be really tired by now. And I was pretty sure he's just too tired to continue playing. But he's committed to do so, so he will continue. I honestly don't know how long this match will continue. For how long. So as long as it continues, I will be recording. Don't worry, boys. Already too tired to provide too much commentary. So sorry about that. So 8-3, interesting. Maybe she wants to discourage 95 because the d5 square is a nice square for the knight to hop in, and when the bishop is on a3, it controls the f8 square, which means if you ever castle first, for example, and you try to go knight e5, that will not be possible because your rook is hanging, and if you go knight e5 before castling, you will not be able to castle anymore because the bishop is controlling this square. So queen e2, knight c4, queen e2, the queens are exchanged, knight at an in-betweener first, put the knight on a nice square. After king e7, you probably want to go king e7 because king e7, knight c8 check, double check, it's not a great idea. Oh, king f8. Yeah, because knight c8 check, you can take a3. That's a point. The queen was on a2. Take a3 after knight takes c8. And he has to recapture, and that will lose a piece for Leela. That's why she used recapture the queen immediately. Black's position is really restricted. Look at this rook. Look at this bishop. What are they doing? Absolutely nothing. They are doing absolutely anything. Oh, absolutely nothing. Ooh. What is this? It's a funny move. Attacking the bishop right here. So, okay, bishop e8. Oops. Threatening some discoveries. Knight f6 was threatened there. Now this falls. Ouch. Pawn takes, knight takes, and you win the rook, probably. Pawn takes, knight takes, king e7. Still holding the rook. Now you need to probably play here. Okay. Take or b7. Come on.
We need a next game. Or is this the overwhelming time advantage and crazy attacks against the king? Sacrifices on f6, f3, c3, and c6, particularly f3 and f6, is the trademark from Leela. Always sacking these exchanges to ruin the king position. So I guess that's gonna be it, boys. So thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Bye bye.